Today we're in Juneau. We actually just got off of our whale watching tour, and now we're going to try Tracy's King Crab Shack. This is actually right off the dock where your ship will be, so it's within walking distance of getting off of the ship. And this was recommended from a friend of ours, and I'll tell you a little bit about that shortly, but you're going to see us order. Hi, we want one of the red king crab combos.
Yes.
And an order of the pulled pork slider.
Okay, and you want the coleslaw on the top for that?
Yeah.
Okay, banana peppers and fried onions is okay?
Yes.
Okay, and French fries?
Yeah.
Okay.
And 2 Diet Cokes.
Okay, what's your name?
Kathleen.
So Kathleen?
New Jersey.
Jersey. Okay, Kathleen, go ahead and tap. Okay, you're gonna have a seat, ma'am. We're gonna bring out the food when it's ready. We'll call your name. Just raise your hand, okay? We'll bring out all the food to you. Enjoy, guys. Thank you so much.
So the recommendation came from a physician that we're friends with who went on an Alaskan cruise a few weeks before we did. And he received the recommendation from someone else. And after they did their whale watching tour, he said he made his family come to Tracy's King Crab Shack. And they were enjoying the crabs so much that they barely made it back to the ship. So he said they had 5 minutes to spare getting back to the ship. It's that good. We're sitting outside in a tent area. You can see it's raining quite hard outside, but the restaurant at the time was fairly crowded and there was a large group of us, so we chose to sit outside.
The one thing is that sometimes there is quite a line going in there. So, but it moves along very quickly. As long as there's seats inside, you're good to go. The one problem I can see, if a lot of people from a lot of different ships show up at the same time, it could be a real problem with waiting for people to leave in order for you to get the seat. But the day we were there, as you can see, there's more than enough seats, but I think it's just because of the rain. People were getting back on the ships.
True, but I also think we chose to go a little bit later in the day. I think a lot of people get off the ship and they go right to Tracy's. We ended up walking around town a little bit. Then we did our excursion. We came back. We still had about 3 hours before we had to get onto the ship. So we had plenty of time. And I think it was that time of day, there was a lull in the line because the line was not very long when we went. But please be advised, it's a very popular place and the lines do get long. They do have 2 locations. The one here, right as you get off the ships. And then I believe the other location is about a half a mile away. You can go on to Tracy's King Crab Shack website and they will tell you where the 2 locations are. So if one is very crowded, you may want to try the other one.
Yeah, and the inside, even the inside really isn't that big. If you look, there may be, I don't know, 75 seats in there. It isn't that big even on the inside, but this is the reason they put this tent on the outside. But it does make on cold days, it does make your food get cold very quickly when you're sitting outside.
Yes, and they do have heaters, but I think there's only 2 heaters, so it's not really large enough. Here's the menu, so you could stop the video so that you can look over everything. And they have 2 different kinds of king crab, the red king crab and the golden king crab. And then they also have snow and Dungeness crab. They have combos where you can get your king crab plus the crab bisque, the crab cakes, and then I believe it's a choice of fries. That is what Michael got, and our friends got a bucket of crabs. I believe they purchased 4 pounds of crabs. They purchased about a pound a piece.
And that was expensive. That was over 400, correct?
Yeah, yes. And then our other friend, she got the crab cake sandwich and the crab bisque.
I was not very happy with the crab cake sandwich, to be honest with you. It had a lot of breading in it, but the bisque was very good. And the crabs were delicious. It was, and there's the bucket that they got, and it was a big bucket.
Yes.
And the one thing is, after you order, you go up and get your drinks. You get your drinks, and you come back to your table, and then they come by and bring your order to you. As you can see here, he's bringing us our crab order. But the French fries were good. If you don't have good French fries, you aren't there. But yeah, the French fries were delicious. And here comes the crab. Well, there it is.
So they are some large king crab legs.
And if you ever watch The Deadliest Catch, that's what they catch. And then they come in and bring it in and freeze it. And that's what the king crab are. They're having a good time at that table. All right, let's go see what they have to say about. Oh, they're working away. No.
Okay.
All right, Cheryl, what do you think?
I'm in crab heaven.
Daniel?
Delicious, 10 out of 10.
All right.
Making a huge mess, but making a huge mess, but it's great.
So you can see we really enjoyed ourselves. You know, everyone's saying that the king crab legs are 10 out of 10. Like Michael was saying, these king crab legs come from the Bering Sea and they're shipped down to Juneau. We were speaking with someone who said there's not many king crab in the inside passage, so they do import it from the Bering Sea because that's where the king crab is the most abundant. You can see my little boo-boo on my finger. I had just had surgery on my finger 2 days before we left for vacation. I didn't want to put it off, so I chose to have it done and walk around with a boo-boo for the whole time.
But it was a nice time. It was a very good meal, and that's what counts. I mean, if you're going to go out to dinner or lunch, you want to have somewhere that you really enjoy yourself. But it could have been a nicer day. This rain was unbelievable. It just came down, as you can see the people waiting in line.
And it's getting a little more crowded now. So we actually, I think, hit a nice window. It's raining very hard. We're going to start to make our way back to the ship and so that we can get showered and changed and dry off.
But there's our ship.
Our ship's right there.
Princess.
So very close.
Thank you.
Thank you. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Cat and Mike, the ship set sail on a journey that'll never fail. With the wind and the